I don't know why I am recording this, to be honest. I don't really share private things on YouTube, but I think I feel like I need to get this out of my chest. I had a terrible week last week, stress at work, but that's not what is actually wrong with me now. I also received bad news from my mother this morning that my uncle passed away. And what I do is generally, do a good drive to, reorganize my thoughts on life in general. I mean, rather than wasting petrol on the real car, I used to drive, go for a ride like that. Nowadays, we see with VR, I can do that without, risking my life being overthinking and driving. It's like, why am I feeling so sad? So my uncle, I haven't heard from him for a long time. Like we are talking about years. And recently just messaged me and said, how are you? And Merry Christmas. And then he told me about his situation, that he was undergoing surgery, and that they found a cancer, and then he was going to start the chemo. Then a couple of weeks ago I sent him a text and said, look, why don't you go back to Italy? You have family that can help you out, and maybe you're not alone and things like that. And he didn't reply to that message. He did read it. I didn't reply. And then basically the other day I sent him a text, actually yesterday, and I said to him, look, how are you? He didn't read it. He didn't do anything. And this morning my mother just sent me a text and said he was gone, like this. So he's living like a teenager son. He didn't want to tell him anything. He didn't know anything. He's also quite sad. He didn't want to distract him from his studies because he was going to graduate a university, things like that. So until I think the last moment, I think his thoughts were with his kids. So I don't really understand. This really hits me hard because, I have a young daughter. One day I'm here, one day I'm gone. Makes me think about all the things that are important in life, really. All my stress that I received at work in the past week, it just seems nothing compared to this. And really makes me think about happiness in general. What's happiness? What are we looking into this life, really? What are we looking for? Are we pursuing a career? Are we pursuing money? Are we pursuing what? Success? Why am I doing YouTube? I mean, why am I doing this? I don't know. Why? Anything just doesn't make sense. The thing that really makes me sad is that probably he also died alone. So that's something I don't want to do. If I have to go, I want to go with my family around me. I don't know. I think so far, I'm a middle-aged guy, and I've lost already so many friends to cancer. It's just unbelievable. Another friend of mine, he had my age, and he discovered to have, a melanoma, and literally 1 year later was gone, like that. Poof, disappeared from this world. It's just insane how life is fragile, really. We really need to appreciate every single moment in our life. Driving like this in the rain is really relaxing, almost therapeutical. I think, most of you probably have lost someone to cancer. And yeah, I know how you may feel. Many of you maybe were prepared already. For somebody else it was a little bit sudden. I don't know which is better, to be honest. In my case, I didn't really expect my uncle to pass away so soon. It's really, well, it almost came out of nowhere, almost. 2 months. Maybe my daughter one day will watch this video if something happens, and I want her to know that she's the most important thing is in my life, really. I don't care about anything else. Work can wait, all the other minor things, career, success, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I really enjoy this calm driving in the rain, really. It just makes me so relaxed. Fortunately, I have also support from my wife, and I'm not alone in this. But you see, many people aren't, so I recognize that. It could be very tough for everyone, for everybody facing this kind of issues in life. I wish I had some word of advice, honestly, for everyone that could be useful. But I think the only thing is that we need to accept what happened. We need to accept what happened and be comfortable with that. That is not something that we can control. My intention was to never share anything personal on my channel, to be honest. I thought this could be useful for people to find some sort of comfort if they are in the same situation, if they lived the same loss. I'll do the typical BMW driver, flashing, not using indications. So another things that I always think about when somebody I know dies of cancer, I realize how little we human know still about cancer. Really, we made huge progress scientifically, technologically. We understand a lot more than we used to, but still we are really behind in medical science compared to other fields of science and technology, really. Why is that? I think we should really, if we can, we should really donate our money to research. I will do that. I will choose like a charity. I don't know. There is one called Cancer UK that is dedicated to research on cancer. I don't think I can stop doing this. It's so good. It's so relaxing. I don't want to play anything else for today. It really empty. Makes my mind like being empty, concentrating on driving. It really feels like it's real. Bloody hell. I need to let my wife try this. She said that she doesn't want to drive on the Shutoko. She's scared. This should be pretty accurate. So the reason why I am uploading this video, I think, is mainly to leave to my daughter a message Maybe when she grows up, she's gonna look at it and see how much I care for her, and that she is the most important thing in my life, really. Together with my wife, of course. You see, the only thing that gives it away are those kind of B-dimensional trees texture over there. Look at that. They are too flat, but if you generally you're not supposed to go so slow. Otherwise, look at that. The building is pretty cool. Anyhow, I am going to stop the recording now. It was a little bit of a brain dump. Nothing particularly to show you in this video, really. It was more for me to take these things out of my chest. Thank you for your support, and I will see you next time. I don't know when I'm gonna post my next video, I have no idea. So stick with me, and we'll see. We are dead. Signing out.